Good morning, gentlemen. Today we're going to be going over our day 7 install. So today we're going to be going over our 20 personnel. We're going to go through this rather quickly as it is different alignment, same assignment. If you want to review, or you can talk to me, or you can go back through and watch all of our previous videos. If you don't have those, reach out to me and I'll get those to you ASAP. So our 20 personnel formations are blue / brown, Glock / Ruger. Okay, so we're gonna look at it from blue and brown to begin with. So blue tells my big H, he's gonna be split the outside leg of the guard, one step behind the quarterback. Tailback, blue, I apologize. Blue, outside leg of the guard, one step back. Tailback is to the right, so H to the left, L, H left, R, H right. So brown, these two guys flip. As far as our slot, you're going to be to the field until otherwise informed. Okay, so the first play we're going to go over is Purdue or Boiler. So Purdue, as we recall, is anytime you hear a city, state, university, college name, it's to the left. The mascot is always to the right. So Purdue is power. So Purdue would be power left. Boiler is power right. We're going to say we're running to the right here. What we're going to look at here is the play side tackle has a down to backside. Okay, if there's a 3 tech, he's going to the 3 tech. Our play side guard has gap on down, so gap on or down. This is a double team, so they're going to double team with that backside linebacker. Our center has backside 1 to 3, so a 3 tech being out here, a 1 tech being here. Okay, so 3 tech. He's going to say they're got a 3 tech here. Okay, our H is still going to kick out this defensive end, so he's across the face quickly. Notice now that he's in the backfield, there's no more motion. Okay, we kind of briefly went over this a week before we left. Our backside guard is swabbing to the play side linebacker. Our backside tackle is hinge. Our tailback is our running back is gonna take a rhythm step. And he's gonna follow backside guard. Okay, we got MDM for these guys unless it's an RPO. Okay, that would be Boiler. All right. Now, if we go to if you'll notice, I don't really have to erase a whole lot here. Rules remain the same for my front side guys for all 3 of our gap schemes. So now we're gonna go to let's say we're going to Tiger here. Okay, so now rather than the backside guard swabbing, he's open pull, kick the defensive end. Okay, our backside tackle is now skip pull, swab for play side linebacker. Our H is gonna take kind of a counter step, and he's gonna help protect that backside defensive end. All right. Now, if we want to go, this is Tiger. So this Tiger is G as in guard, T as in tackle, GT counter. Okay, 2 guys are pulling. Now, if we want to go Georgia Bulldogs. Okay, we're going to start with dogs here. All right. Front side remains the same. All right. Our backside guard is still open pull kick. Our H back is now swabbing to that play side. Our backside tackle is hinge B to C. Tailback or running back, it just depends on who you're following in, okay? We can do this with a tight end as well. So if we wanted to go, our tight end tags are right and left. If we want to go right here. So remember tight end, if you're a tight end, so if we say right, tells my Z he's now off the ball. We got a tight end out here, okay? Remember tight end. In Purdue or Boiler, you're responsible for the defensive end. In Georgia Dogs or Clemson Tigers, you got the overhangs. They might do something like they might have an end here and a linebacker here. So in Purdue Boiler, I got this guy. In Georgia Dogs or Clemson Tiger, I am gonna make him go wide, right? And I'm gonna block that overhang player. If the overhang player wants to shoot the field, then I go to the next threat. All right. Everything else remains the same. Okay. So we're gonna go to our zone rules, okay? They're covered and uncovered, all right? We're gonna say we're still in that blue set, okay? Our zone rules, okay? Covered versus uncovered. If I am covered, I need to get my backside hand to the V of the neck, my backside knee to the crotch, and the screws of my helmet to the play side armpit. So Wisconsin Badger is wide zone, okay? In wide zone, we probably wanna go more of that. Put our tailback to the boundary here away from the play. So if we're going Badger here, his wide zone, okay? So he's trying to, let's say we got something that looks, let's say we got an over front here, tacker, backer, and in, okay? So this play side guard is gonna try to use backside hand, backside knee, screws out, okay? He's trying to reach this guy as best he can. If he can't get the reach, he's gonna turn into a drive block. Similarly here with our play side guard, okay? Our center is gonna give up, he's uncovered, okay? But he has a guy in his backside gap. So he's gonna step play side and give a prop hand as he's stepping play side. And he's gonna try to block this play side backer. So it's gonna look something more like here to here, where they got a little prop hand here, okay? So uncovered is knock, take, or climb. There's nobody in here or nobody head up, so I'm just gonna climb, right? If we were to get a one technique here, I'm probably gonna try to take this. If we were to get if we were to get 2-eye here, or a 2-eye, I'm gonna try to take it. If we were to get a 2 technique, I'm gonna try to knock it into the lap of this guard, okay? As this backside guard, I'm gonna try to reach this guy as best I can. I'm gonna release this defensive end as his backside tackle and try to seal off that backside backer, okay? Our H-back, you gotta be quick across the face. You're gonna block the backside defensive end. It's gotta be quick across the face. My tailback, he's got a crossover, rocker step, crossover. He's aiming for this outside leg, or the inside leg of this tight end, okay? He makes a decision at 3, but presses for 5. The reason he presses for 5 is to get these backers flowing over the top. We're probably, if I had to guess, made my decision at 3, but I'm gonna make my decision at 3, but I'm gonna utilize my decision at 5. I'm probably looking to come up here somewhere, okay? Indian out wide. Tight ends attached, same rules apply. You got covered, uncovered rules. This will turn into a combo block to probably this outside linebacker out here. If we brought a tight end in, right, they'd probably going out here, okay? Inside zone for our Indiana or Hoosier is very similar to this, except what we want to see here, rather than him giving a prop hand here, he's really going to help out here, right? And then we're going to drive, okay? You want to help your backside gap, all right? Same uncovered, covered rules, except it's the footwork's a little different. In Wisconsin, we want to take a bucket step if we're uncovered, lose ground to gain leverage. In inside zone, Indiana or Hoosier want to take more of a lateral step, okay? I don't have anybody to knock, take, or climb, so I'm going to help out this backside gap and combo up. Difference on our running back's aim point, okay? On inside zone, okay, Indiana Hoosier, so we're saying we're going Hoosier here. He's aiming for the inside leg of this play side guard. So he's got a rhythm step, aim for the inside leg of this play side guard. In theory, he should probably still be able to just hit that straight up, okay? This C should part pretty quickly. He might hit a little bit backside B depending on how much a movement they get here on this double team, okay? Now, we're gonna stay in the same set. We're going Jacksonville Gamecocks. We're gonna say we could do this one out of, I'll do this one out of Brown as well, okay? Jacksonville Gamecocks or Toledo Rocket. Blocking scheme remains the same, okay? One little nuance we changed. We used to have this play side tackle on a dog, okay? We kind of changed that. We're gonna block it like Wisconsin/Badger. So it's a horizontal zone. We're trying to push everybody this way, okay? So this guy's he's gonna step, he's gonna step, he's gonna step, he's gonna step, except for this play side guard, okay? This play side guard's still trying to G lead, if you will, okay? If we were to get an instance where we had an over front, right, we had a 3 technique here and a defensive end, now you no longer have this G lead and turn into a full zone, okay? We changed this to make it easier on him, all right? So it's wide zone for everybody except for the guard until we get a tackle and in, so I'm double gap. If I got a guy in B and C, now everybody's got a zone, okay? H, no mo, we're still lead blocking. Tailback, it's gonna be more of like we'll get into this later. It's more like our read tag for our runs. Okay, I want that sweep path. Okay, I don't cross color. All right, everything stays the same on blocking, including our lead block on Toledo or Rocket. Right, so. I don't want to say this. So Jacksonville. Cox and Toledo Rocket. All right. If I hear this offensive line, I should think Wisconsin, right? Think Wisconsin Badger. Okay. Think wide zone. Okay. Except for my place I guard, we got G League. Okay. The only difference between Jacksonville Gamecocks and Toledo Rockets out of this set is our tailback. Okay. In Toledo, toss. Okay. He's trying to get 2 yards of depth. He wants to get back to the line of scrimmage about nearly where the outside leg of that tight end would be. Okay. Quarterback's going to counter step back. I'm going to pitch it about right here. Okay. MDM out wide again. Again, if we have a tight end in here, if I hear Jacksonville Gamecocks, Toledo Rockets, think wide zone for the tight end. Okay. Whether on the front side or the back side. All right. So that is for our run game out of blue and brown. Very similar. Okay. Very similar here. We're going to say we're going to start in Ruger. Okay. So Ruger, all it does is tells my H to the right, my tailback's down a pistol. Okay. Y, Z. Okay. We're going to say we're still in power. We're going to start with Purdue, Boiler. So we're Boiler here. Let's see, he's down somewhere. He's swabbing. H has got the kick. Okay. Tackle's got the hinge. Now, okay, when the tailback is behind the quarterback is reversing out. Okay, so on all three of our gap schemes, when you're behind running back, when you're behind the quarterback, directly behind him, you have a counter footwork. So he's countering away, following that backside guard. Okay, quarterback is going to reverse out. Okay, and then he's sprint out. All right, so this backfield action between these two guys is going to remain the same for all of these. That was Boiler. Okay. Now we go to Tiger, okay? It's a kick, it's a swab, get across the face fast, block the backside defensive end, okay? We go to Georgia, he's got a hinge now, okay? You got to do a little bit of a counter step, you got to delay, let this guard pass H, okay? So on Georgia Dogs, so this is Dogs, right? I want a little bit of a counter step, kind of a delay, and then go for the place on linebacker. All right. Y, same thing. If you're in here on Purdue Boiler, you're responsible for the defensive end. If I'm in here on Clemson Tiger or Georgia Dogs, I got the outside linebacker. All right. Everything else is going to be pretty much the exact same thing, right? Let's go. Still in this rigor set. Wisconsin, we're going to say a reach, we're up here, a prop hand, okay, we're cut off, all right? So now quarterbacks, think of a clock, right? Here's 12, here's 6, okay? If we're going to the right, I want to hand off at 5. If we're going to the left, I want to hand off at 7, okay? Think about an analog clock. H, you're still getting across, block that backside defensive end. Quarterback's going to open play side, tailback is aiming, and he's going to make his cut wherever that may be, okay? This is Wisconsin Badger, all right? Quarterback's in, hand off, get out of there, okay? On Indiana Hoosier, all right? So we're saying we're going Hoosier here, okay? Tailback now has a slide and dive, aiming for the inside leg of that guard. H, you still get across fast, block that backside defensive end. Quarterback, you're open more of like a 90 here, okay? So a really good RPO on this is above RPO. We'll get RPOs here in a minute, okay? Open 90 and then reverse out. All right, carry someone with you. Block a safety, block it out, block the backside, outside linebacker, whatever it may be. Carry someone with you physically. All right, we keep the same blocking scheme up there. Okay, so now we don't really run jet out of this. We can, we'll tinker with it. All right, if we want to run jet with this, we can run kind of like our H or our Y motion across, and then it is return motion. Okay, if we want to run our Jacksonville Gamecocks. All right. That would be both of these guys now are lead blocking. If we're going to do that, right? Motion, motion, motion. This would be Gamecocks. Cox. Okay? Now if we go toss, Toledo Rocket, right? Let's say we're in Rocket here. We're in Rocket. Okay? H is leading. Now, here's where the quarterback's still taking a counter, reverse out. Tailback, now I need you to take a counter, right? I want you to try, we're trying to get the timing to align as if you're right here. So you're taking a counter, you're already at that 2 yard, right? So let me back it up a little bit. You should be at 7 yards deep. Okay, heels at 7. Quarterback's at 4, heels at 7. Similarly when we're under center, okay? So you're taking that counter step. You're already 2 yards behind the quarterback. That counter step, and then we're arcing out, okay? Receive the pitch, don't cross color. All right, RPOs, okay? We'll say we're in, so blue H's to the left, brown H's to the right, Ruger H's to the right, tailback is behind. Okay, let's say we're in Glock here. Okay, so now if we want to run like let's say we're running Glock, we're running Badger. Okay, so wide zone to the right. This is good for the quarterback's eyes. Okay, so we have a few RPOs we can run. We can run off. So off is a speed out, fade. Okay, on this backside, we're always gonna have a post anytime there's an RPO cut. Okay, one thing I should mention, I apologize. Let me reverse this a little bit. On the backside, our single receiver, our wide out is gonna have a grass route. Okay, on our basic runs. When we have an RPO tag, now he has a post. Okay, so this is off. Okay. Another one we have off of this, on this, okay? We have hitch. So that's hitch. Okay. We have shoot. Hitches are both 3-step shoot. It's a 2-step shoot, a 3-step slant. Okay. We have bub. So bub, Z has got MDM, Y has got bubble. Okay. We got slice, okay? For this one on slice, okay? So if we're running slice, we kind of want to run like a inside zone right here. And this H, so we're just gonna say we're running Hoosier, right? So he's following here. This H is now gonna invert path, okay? And now we're looking for our H in the flat, all right? Into our passing game. So our passing game, running backs and H-backs are gonna look the exact same, okay? Whoever's closest to the left, if you're in the boundary, you gotta swing. Whoever's closest to the right, if you're to the field, you got an arrow, all right? If we go into blue here, tailback, you're closest to the play concept, right? H, you're closest to the boundary here, all right? So if we go stealer is stick, right? 3-step pitch to an out. Mandatory outside release fade, back here on this backside. Okay, so now I'm a single receiver, so I'm probably gonna have a grass route here, so I can have a fade, a slant, a hitch, or an out. Okay, that's stealer. Okay, if we go cowboy, backfield stays the same, my boundary guy stays the same. We got a 4-step corner, 1-step snag. All right. We go Seahawk. Okay, we got an out. Okay, we got a more. Now if we go Seahawk, this guy kind of changed a little bit. All right, so now he's gonna have that drag. So he's kind of trying to replace that H. All right, we no longer have a post when we're in like a 2x1 set or 20 personnel. Okay, he has a drag, so he's trying to be that low flat. One thing we might tinker with, because I don't like the timing right now, we might tinker with this tailback running a swing route on Seahawk. We'll see how it goes. Pay attention to that in the coming days or coming weeks, if you will. All right, so now we go to our drop back. Okay, so those were all of our quick games. Those were our 3 relaxed quarterbacks. Those were all our 3 quick. So now we go to the quick game. All right, so we're going to our mesh here. There's our Marlin. Still got an out. Okay, we're over the top. We're underneath. Okay, running back's got an arrow to the concept, to the field. Okay, our H over here now. Once again, we want to kind of like keep that same principle where whoever's to the right or to the concept side, you got an arrow. If you're to the boundary, you got a bubble. The only difference is here, okay, right? I want you to run kind of like a lazy bubble, if you will. I want you to turn it up with the numbers into like what we call a rail route, okay? Quarterbacks, reads are still the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Typically 4 would be our dig. We don't have a dig here. So we replace that with the mesh, and our rail is our 5th, okay? We go to birds out of this, okay? Pirate. okay? We can do a couple cool things, so we still got more here. And more here. We got a seam here, so seam, remember seam is on the hashes. Okay, I guess I should draw that more accurately. You should be inside the hashes. Apologize, okay? Our tailback, okay, let's get you out here quick. Our H, we can kind of put you on a Texas route, or we can have you kind of do that wheel route again. The only thing about that wheel route is you're probably to the boundary here. So this Texas might be more advantageous for us to get over the middle to control these guys over the middle. Give them something to look at. It might be like a sit OTB. All right, that's kind of your check down quarterback. The pre-snap, 1, 2, 3. All right. Remember, these rules follow the same backfield action, no matter what we're in. Okay, whether we're blue, brown, cloth, or Ruger. Okay. Our last thing we're going to get into here is our screens. Okay. So it's still Fred, Stan, Tony. It's still the same thing. Really can't run Ivan out of this, right? Fred is first, Stan is second, Tony is third. Depending on where we're set, right? So right now we're in block. If we go Ruger, Tony becomes this guy right here, right? If we're in Glock like we were, Tony is this guy. He's the third guy. Count outside in, okay? O-line, 50, 50, 50. Arc. We're looking tackle, we're looking outside in. Guard, we're looking inside out, okay? Make these guys, we want to like kind of give these guys a push off the ball, right? Make them go inside, okay? As we're going by them, we cut across their face, slow them down a little bit. Give them a little shove, okay? So that's Fred, Stan, Tony. Fred is a 3-step fast. Stan's gonna be a bubble. Tony's gonna be a swing, okay? Nice and simple. They're not all the exact same, right? I would call Fred, okay? If I call Fred, then you're gonna angle here, you're gonna replace this guy, okay? I call Stan, you're gonna MDM here, you're gonna bubble, and you're gonna take number 2, all right? I call Tony, both you guys got MDM, all right? You're replacing the next guy block for a route, all right? If you go Timberwolf, okay? So Timberwolf is tunnel. Right? It's always to the boundary. So Fred Santoni is always to the field. Timberwolf is always to the boundary, right? Easy. Okay. We're gonna 2 second drop, flat for 5. 2 second drop to the alley. 2 second drop to the second level to third level, right? So you're kind of looking for this play side linebacker to the safety. Our play side guard right now is kind of looking for like any trash really, right? If this play side guard, our play side linebacker scrapes across really quickly, I'm gonna take him, now my center gets to safety, okay? If there's an outside backer out here that for some reason bites inside, I take him, okay? H is gonna get out here and find color, okay? X, you got 3 back under. Remember, all of our screens are gonna be behind the line of scrimmage, okay? Out here, we got our cowboy concept. A 4-step corner, snag, arrow, all right? Last one, okay, is surge or spur, okay? Spur, S-P-U-R, okay? Still in that box set, okay? So on this one, okay, let's draw up the defense here. Okay, we are reading this play side, the right side defensive end every single time. This play is only to the right. Okay, these 2 guys got tunnel. These 2 guys got tunnel out here. Okay, these 2 guys got 50. Right tackle, you got the play side linebacker. MDM out here, MDM out here. 3-step fast, get back underneath. Okay, running back, you got a swing route. I'm swinging. Okay. If this defensive end shoots up the field to take away the tailback, quarterback, you throw here. Defensive end shoots at me, I throw the tailback, okay? So this is our first throw, this is our second throw, all right? It's depending on what he does. Usually the defensive end, they're probably gonna attack you, but maybe we kill him on this a few times for a good chunk Well, now he's gonna play mind games with him. He's gonna shoot up field hard. Okay, well now quarterback, you turn and throw there. All right. I know that was a lot. Okay, it's basically everything we covered in June out of a new formation. We're gonna get into tomorrow. We'll have some cool wristbands for you guys. Some of you call the Madden playbook. We'll have that for you tomorrow. We're gonna carry that into Thursday because I know we're gonna have some new guys. Okay, but by the end of July, I really want to get away from that as best we can until we go to like our no huddle offense. I'll see you guys tonight.